Welcome to the Villa Forever podcast. I am your host, Chad Williams. This evening, I am joined by my guest, Matt Bird, who is my friend who supports our local Premier League rivals, Wolves, which is a shame. Never mind. And also, I'll be doing Wolves versus Villa, post-match analysis, and pre-Spurs talk show. How are you, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Good.
It's great to see you at Molineux on Saturday.
Yeah, it was lovely, mate. Nice to have a catch up and see you and have some photos.
Are you in the matchday programme?
Yeah, that's it. We'll be famous, hopefully, for the next game. We'll be in the programme and be famous.
my granddad was giving me a lot of stick.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Well, before we get into the podcast, I'd just like to introduce everybody to Matt. I first met Matt at one of my mum's friends' family parties. We have been good friends ever since. Also, I see him regularly when Villa play against Wolves. Matt Bird, remember the name?
And then during the game, like you said before, it's good for the community, and then you get a bit better banter with it as well.
Come on, look, mate, you get the bragging rights as well.
Well, I weren't going to mention that because we've had them for a while now. It made the last 5 games, I think.
I think Wolves have become a bogey team for us.
Yeah, I mean, it just seemed that way lately. That I think it's the last 5 we're unbeaten in, a couple of draws, and I think it's 3 wins out of the 5. So we haven't got a bad record at the moment.
We all seem to struggle against you at Molineux.
Yeah, but, I'm not sure why that is. It's just we must just turn up for that game, maybe.
Because I want the bogey teams to have. It has to be Wolves.
Yeah, it's not a great bogey team, one of your rivals, is it? But it's a bit similar with us with Baggies. I mean, whenever we play the Baggies, I don't think we've won one for a while. So it's football. The derby games can go either way. And, you just never know.
Well, in your opinion, what do you think is the greatest derby of all time?
In England, like Great Britain, maybe Celtic and Rangers, because that goes back a long time, and
I agree.
there's quite a lot of history between the two. If you look abroad, obviously you've got the Milan derby, aren't you? AC and Inter,
Yes.
which is quite a fierce one as well.
You got El Clasico.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, there's a lot out there. I mean, but you know yourself, when you play Blues, that's your most fierce derby. Like when Wolves play Baggies, that's my favourite derby. But as far as they go, probably Celtic Rangers is the more fierce one, if you like to say.
You got Villa and Blues.
Yeah, Villa and Blues again. It's another goes back a long way. It's a good derby. They're always on the telly, and then they're never short of entertainment, are they?
Well, so I'll go to the next question now. What is your thoughts from Saturday? From the game?
I thought both teams had some good chances. I felt like Villa had obviously more possession and more shots. But I was trying to think of a few of the chances earlier that both teams had Saturday. And I mean, Jose Sarr made a good save against Buendia. Watkins headed it straight at the keeper. Ming's the one that he put over the bar from the free kick was a very good chance again.
He should have scored that one.
Yeah, I thought it was him from where I sat. I thought it was him, but and then obviously with the crowd and that we saw it went over. Wolves again had a couple of chances. Obviously the goal.
Yeah.
There was the one where Costa chested it down and Cunha hit it over the bar.
That was close. That was
decent chance, and then I think it was the second half. We flashed one across the 6-yard box, and that we just missed out on that. So both teams had some good shots, but overall, possession-wise and attempts at goal, and looking at the stats, it was Villa that was doing the more.
Really, yeah. The Wolves weren't really fantastic, but you scored the goal to win the game.
Yeah, again, we got that early goal, and I think the way you set up on a derby, if you get a goal and you can keep that goal after 60 minutes without stopping Villa scoring, I think that helps going forward in the last half an hour. And a win for Wolves meant that we was mathematically safe, so it was quite a lot on the game actually.
I think for us, the final third at us now. We couldn't sort of take our chances.
Yeah, that's it again. You had a lot of chances. Just other days you'd have scored 3 or 4, wouldn't they? But
yeah,
I'm just glad Saturday they didn't.
Because I think if we scored first, we probably would have won that game, probably.
Yeah, and I said to my dad when you made the substitution at half time, I said, if Villa get one back before 60 minutes to make it 1-1, I thought it could be quite a difficult half an hour.
Yeah.
Because then the momentum would have swung the other way and it would have been all, again with Villa even more so.
Do you think Villa's performance was good?
Yeah, I don't think it was bad. I've seen Wolves lose 6-0 to Brighton the week before, and that was bad. So, Villa's performance overall wasn't actually, I didn't think was too bad. What did you think?
To be fair, I thought we played well. But we passed the ball well. But we didn't make so hard. Not enough.
Yeah.
We didn't threaten enough.
Yeah.
But it's one of those days, I think.
Yeah, like I say, another day you could have had 3 or 4 quite easily, couldn't you?
I think Wolves just about deserved it.
Yeah, we defended well, we set up well. I thought, Dawson was excellent with the other defenders, but he stood out for me, Dawson, to be honest, on Saturday again.
Would you give him player of the match?
I'd give player of the match to Craig Dawson, yeah, definitely.
He was excellent.
Since he's come in, it's made us, like our home form now, with having him in, has got a lot better. Without him, I did fear the worst when it was Kilman and Collins, to be honest, with the lack of experience.
Well, from an Aston Villa point of view, there wasn't really many players that stood out. Professor Marina.
Yeah, I thought Wendy didn't do too bad. And I had a laugh with one of my other Villa mates. I said, Traore should have stayed on because he was brilliant.
He's excellent, got a lot of pace.
But Traore didn't do a lot, so when he went off, I wish I'd have kept him on because he weren't having much involvement in the game. But I didn't think McGinn had a bad game either. Really, I thought he played okay.
I enjoyed his passing skills.
Yeah. You've got a good team now, Chad. And what Emery's done. What Emery's done this season is incredible, really.
And even if we don't finish in Europe, it's been a fantastic season.
Yeah, I think since he's come in, he's done an excellent job. And like I said to you the other day, I wonder where you would have been if you'd had him from the start of the season.
See, we probably would have been in the European position right now.
Yeah, exactly.
But Roger, it's not over yet.
No.
Brighton lost Everton.
Yeah, that's it. You never know. Wolves losing 6-0 to Brighton, and then And then on Monday, all the goals in all them the 3 Premier League games, you never know what's going to happen.
Well, I think we might just do enough. I mean, we beat Spurs on Saturday.
Yeah.
Get a draw against Liverpool.
Yeah.
And beat Brighton. That could be enough.
Yeah, and I think Spurs are there for the taking because they've been really hit and miss this season. I think Liverpool's a tough one, as obviously they're trying to undo a lot of the bad season they have had up until lately. And Brighton, you never know which Brighton are going to turn up. So
you never know.
So I think you've got a good chance of getting to Europe.
And what did you think of Totti's goal?
Yeah, well, I was saying I've watched it back a couple of times, and I thought he got really well. And I don't think there's many keepers that would have saved that because it was just at the underside of the bar at quite a difficult.
Off the crossbar, yeah.
Yeah, quite a difficult height for a keeper to reach. But I thought in the goal, I thought Villa, especially McGinn, there was too bothered about watching what Dawson was going to do. And then Totti was just allowed to, walk in really and get up for the header.
Because really, it was poor defending.
Yeah, and I think, like I say, watching Dawson, there was too bothered about what Dawson was doing and some of the other players where they didn't really notice Totti because he hadn't scored for us. They perhaps thought he was not, you have to mark him, but there was more important players to mark, and he just was able to get that header and luckily score his first goal for us.
Well, if we didn't let that goal then, it would be a 0-0 draw, I think.
Yeah, both teams had chances, and some days it could have been 3 or 4 goals in the game, and sometimes we play out like draws. Like I think at Villa Park when it was 1-1, I thought Wolves had a really good first half and Villa had a really good second half, and it finished 1-1. But there was a lot of chances in that game for more goals.
Well, going back to Aston Villa, what's your opinion of Aston Villa during the season?
I think they had a slow start. Obviously, the manager change helped, and the new manager coming in, Emery, he's brought a different style, a different tactical side of the football that there probably wasn't playing, and they've had some really good results, and I think they've had a really good season.
Because Emery, he's got a great CV.
Yes.
He's in Europa League a few times.
Yeah, that's it. He's won he had the stint at Arsenal where, he didn't win anything, but not many managers have won much at Arsenal in these recent years. But, he moved away from Arsenal, obviously went to Spain, won like you say, Europa League, got a really well set up team there, and then Villa have got him, and he's showing his class again, isn't he, with Villa, really?
Well, we're very lucky to have him as a manager.
Yeah, well, with what he was doing, winning Europa League, and then at Villa, you might have thought that other teams might have come in for him,
Yeah.
But there was obviously something that he spoke about with the Villa owners that he felt, this is where I want to go and this is what I'm going to be able to do.
Well, he turned down Newcastle.
Exactly. And you would say with their owners, they'd probably give him a budget. They'd do.
Yeah.
Like I say, there must have been something that the Aston Villa owners said and reassured him, and stuff he liked around Villa Park, and he must have liked.
Well, with the pause of the Midlands, mind the gap.
Well, mind the gap, but it's how many games since you beat us, Chad? With the bragging rights still for now. No, but it's not been a good season for our league position, so we'll let you have this one this season, Chad.
Are you impressed with how Lopetegui's turned it around?
Yes. When we had Bruno Lage, I really thought we was in trouble. I just thought the substitutions you'd make or set up for a game tactically, you could just see teams cutting through us like quite easily. And then we had obviously Steve Davies come in for a few games, and when Julian Lopetegui took over, we was bottom of the league. I think it was 4 points adrift
Just in boxing there.
from getting out. So again, the job he's done at Wolves really is quite incredible. I think we make it the fourth team to be bottom at Christmas and survive. So
That's amazing.
So it shows like the job he's come in and done, and the players you brought in like Dawson and Lamina, and they've just made our midfield and our defence a bit more solid and less easy to break through. So,
well, Lopetegui, he's got a good experience as a manager.
Yeah,
it's a good Spanish teams.
Yeah, well, he was like the manager of Spain, Real Madrid, and then he obviously went to Sevilla and he won the Europa League a couple of times. They actually knocked Wolves out when he was manager in Europa League. So
yeah,
I mean, again, like Emery, he's won the Europa League and he's got quite a good football.
Very similar.
Yeah, got a quite good football background, and tactically they've made both teams a lot stronger, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, going back to the game, do you expect better from Villa against Wolves?
I was expecting a few goals from Villa because I think, they'd scored in every game under Emery apart from the Man United one, if I'm correct.
Yes, that's correct.
So they've been scoring for fun, really, haven't they, and getting some good results. So perhaps I thought more of a threat going forward, especially the form Watkins has been in.
Yes.
But again, the local derbies are quite cagey games sometimes, especially the Wolves and Villa. They're quite close, hard-fought midfield.
Well, Molineux is a tough place to go to.
Yeah, I mean, it is this season. I think as well we've got the most home clean sheets now in the league for the season, and that's only since Julian Lopetegui's come in, because before him we had a terrible record. So to take over at Christmas and now be the best team for clean sheets in the league, it just shows again what the job he's done for us to keep us up, really.
Yeah, I know he's kept you safe.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think our home record has kept us safe, because our away record's really quite poor this season.
Well, what do you think of the atmosphere?
Yeah, I think because of the early goal, it started off, like both teams singing, and you could hear the Villa fans. And I think the goal, it made the Villa fans a little bit flat, maybe for a little bit.
Shaking them.
Yeah. I mean, you did hear them throughout the game, but as the game went on and, later it got in, the Wolves fans felt like because we could win it and we'd be mathematically safe, our fans picked the players up when they started to look a little bit leggy, a bit tired. But I mean,
we enjoyed the banter.
Yeah, I was going to say the banter before the game and the singing before the game was good. And because you sit with your granddad, I bet you two was having a bit of banter throughout the game. So
we definitely were.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed the music.
Yeah.
The pre-match music.
Yeah, I mean that's something that they've tried to do of late as well since Julian Lopetegui's come in. Try and get a bit more of an atmosphere before kick-off so when the players come out, they're up for it and they're ready, and it must help them, because our home record's improved massively. So it's got the music and the atmosphere before a game.
And the pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only problem with the fire is the away fans, because they're right so close to it. It's red hot, isn't it, for them all?
It was burning, yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice. It's good that they do things like that. Like it just makes the atmosphere and the build-up better, doesn't it?
Gets the crowd going.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, what do you expect from Tottenham against Aston Villa? What do you expect?
Again, I think it depends which Tottenham turn up, because we've seen some games they look good, and other games, Son and Kane, their main players, just haven't even been involved. And Emery's got Villa playing really well. Watkins has obviously been scoring a few, and I think it could be quite a good game. I think Villa.
Is it a must win?
I think Villa will win. I think Villa will beat Spurs.
Well, if you keep Kane and Son quiet.
Yeah, that's it. If you keep them quiet and you stop Kane sort of. Don't give him the space he wants in and around the box. I know that's obviously difficult to say, but if they can nullify that a little bit, and then set Watkins away with his pace, and it depends if he plays Bailey or Wendy, whoever he plays, use their pace in their skill. And I think you cause Tottenham's defence quite a lot of issues.
Well, we haven't beaten Tottenham 15 years.
Is it really?
At Villa Park.
Like that.
The last time we beat at Villa Park.
So if there's ever a time to break that little curse, it's Saturday, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. We'll go to the next question. How do you think Wolves will get on against Man United?
Again, a tough game, depending on how which United you get. But over the last few seasons, since we've come back up, our record, against United, we've had some pretty good games. We had obviously at Wolves, we had the quarter final of the FA Cup when we beat them, and that was incredible. The atmosphere, like you say, with the music and the fire. And then we had a couple of results at Old Trafford. So yeah, I'd be happy with a draw, I think, on Saturday for Wolves if we can.
Well, Wolves should be confident.
Yeah, I think our away record this season has been quite poor. So a draw I would quite be happy with, considering how we played away from home this season.
Well, what's your score predictions for the weekend?
I'll go, I think 3-1 Villa. And
yes.
I'll go 1-1 Wolves and United.
Well, we're going to go 1-1 Villa and Spurs.
Yeah.
And Man United 2. Wolverhampton 1.
Yeah. Again, I just think I think Villa will do Spurs. I just think if they play the way they have been playing under Emery, that the attacking nice football, it'll be a good game.
Have you been similar to that Newcastle game?
Yes. Yeah, that hopefully, and
we're going to use the crowd as well to get more of the team.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got the crowd on your side, and as anyone knows, you can make it quite hostile, and get behind with being loud, and it does sometimes affect the away team, and the home team obviously perform better because they've got the uplift from the crowd.
So, would you say Wolves have a dented our European hopes?
No, I always said top four would be quite a hard ask anyway, no matter how many games, But as far as you're concerned, I don't think we have dented them, like you say. If you could get a result like against Spurs, Liverpool's a tough game, but if you come away with a draw and then beat Brighton, you with every chance then of. You can't. I think since Christmas or since the restart, have you got one of the best points tallies?
One of the best in the Premier League,
So that bodes well going into these crucial few games, doesn't it? It's positive.
But also, we could get top 7 still.
Yeah, that's exactly that. And the way like you've been playing, I can't see why they can't get Europe.
Do you get Conference League?
Yeah, that's it. And I mean that might be a good one to be in. Like I know, because the Champions League you get the big boys, and the Europa League you get some tough teams. But But if you can win anything in Europe, it's any trophy is great to win, isn't it?
Well, it's a chance for a trophy.
Well, that's it. It doesn't matter what trophy, does it? It's about winning a trophy and having something to celebrate.
Well, Matt, I think I'm going to bring this episode to a close.
Okay, mate, no problem.
Thank you everyone for watching.
Yeah, thanks for having me,
If
Chad.
you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Also, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks, Matt, for your time.
No, thank you. Thank you for asking me, Chad, and Wolves Highway.
The last thing I'm going to say is up the Villa.
Nice one, Chad.